How many NFTs do you own, and how much in ETH is that worth? Oh my god! I mean, masturbated that many times.
Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a special guest, one of my how long have we been friends now?
Damn. Since MySpace? Maybe?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Tom's like, yeah!
This is my boy D-Trix, and you guys probably seen his dance videos. He's been on every dance television show ever created, pretty much.
Back when TV was something?
Yeah, I remember the TV days. And today, we're going to be talking about NFTs.
Yeah, I think I reached out, like last week, asking, I got the most basic dumbass questions. And I also have a lot of hate
Nice.
I want to share with it that maybe you can just confirm is not right. Or maybe you end your whole NFT career tonight.
This is the last video, first and last. But yeah, I thought it would be a good idea to do it this way because I know when I first was getting into this like a year and a half ago, I had probably the same questions that everyone has, and hearing it from a different perspective sometimes help you to understand it a little bit better. Also too, Dom was telling me about a story, actually, I forgot about this, but it was like a year ago that we had talked about this briefly, and you had seen on Twitter. I think that was when I bought my ape or something like that.
It was something along those lines. And I was like, seeing all these things on your new acronyms on your page, and I was like, what the freak is an NFT? And right away, like, I read something about digital art, and like you just purchased one for like, I have no clue. It was probably like $14,000 or some like dollars, and I was like, why? I was like, first of all, I was like, don't tell me you just bought a fucking PDF file. Like the first thing that everybody thinks is just screenshot it, and then I decided to just look more into it, and after like 12 hours of just researching, I realized, oh, I think I get it, but I really don't, and then I didn't care about it, and now it's a year later, and I probably should have.
And here we are.
And here we are. Back. I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, that it's like, it's not similar to money. Obviously, you need like a crypto to purchase it, which is what is it?
Ethereum.
Ethereum. Is there a term for? I guess ETH. Yeah, sorry.
There you go. Well, part of this is we're gonna get you the lingo because
ETH. Obviously, bro. Don't make sure. I need them to act like know that I know what I'm talking about. I know it takes an ETH to purchase it, and I understand the concept of like, it's a digital art, kind of like a Monet piece. But everybody can have a fake Monet, but not everybody has the real one. And with the ability to claim it as the real one and have the documents and online, I get that now everybody knows you have the original one, and that's what makes it valuable. But how does investing in that, like if I don't care about Monets, if I don't care about that, why should I now care about NFTs?
When you think of an NFT, you don't want to limit it to just art, right? Basically, the idea with an NFT is that you can take anything that you're interested in, right? Some of the first NFTs that really blew up among non-crypto people were NBA Top Shots. And they said, hey, you remember that moment when Michael Jordan dunked in the finals? You can now own that moment. And so, even though I might not know anything about crypto, I don't know anything about NFTs, the idea of being able to own one of my favorite moments in basketball made a lot of people excited.
So you are okay, because when I was thinking of Monets, I was just thinking of artists in general, but I think I took it too literal. Because essentially, you're buying now feelings, personal moments, and you're the owner of that feeling. So like if the whole world knew about that one moment of Michael Jordan, or today LeBron James, we'd all be bidding for that. And if you had that and you own the real moment, I could see that. Because I understand the concept of like business, that people don't buy product, they buy the feeling behind the product. So I think that clicks more now, because I was thinking literal, like digital art. I don't care about, magic cards or those things, but I do care about the concept of that.
The process of making it an NFT, which is minting, just basically does exactly what you're saying. It just certifies that this is being created, this is what it is, it's all put onto the blockchain so we can all see when it was created, how much it was purchased for. All of that information is public, and now we all agree that that is the Monet because we can see it on the blockchain and we see that it was minted and you purchased it.
Okay.
So you can do that with anything. You can do that with a song, like my buddy Blau. He released a song and an album, and he released them as NFTs. So people can now purchase the NFT, and in his case, he has one that actually has a royalty sharing mechanism in it.
Whoa,
so
okay.
you buy his NFT, now the NFT holders are getting some of the profits from the music.
Oh, that's huge. Because that's like almost like Bruno Mars signing over part of his track, and then you have part ownership. So if it gets played somewhere else, you would receive a check then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that...
So think of it more as if you see a product or an artist or anything that you believe in early on, it's almost like investing into it. Like if you had seen Bruno Mars 10 years ago and been like, man, this guy is super talented. I want to support him. I'm going to his shows. I'm streaming his music. But you can't invest in Bruno Mars. He's just an artist that you hope blows up because you like his music and you want to see him succeed. Well, now you have a way to actually invest in Bruno Mars, support him both financially and as a fan. And in turn, if Bruno Mars blows up, your investment, you're part owner.
Wow. Okay. Someone was a creator and they wanted to get into making NFTs. Is that what is that process like? How does that work?
All right, let's start there.
Yeah, start there.
The process is fairly simple, right? You and I can take a YouTube video that we made a few years ago, and as long as there's no copyright infringement in there, we have all the IP to that video. We can make it an NFT right now and have it minted by the time this video is over.
I mean, we got a lot of videos together.
Yeah, the process is very simple. It costs a little, gas. It's a little bit of a process to get it on the site, but for the most part, it's really easy. That was the first question.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
Okay, so 2, because it's simple and it's new, are there a lot of bullshit artists, creators going on there trying to make a buck, and they're more about that than actually what the definition of like an NFT really is?
Yeah.
Okay, well then
Question 3.
No, it actually does. Question 3 is how does someone decipher who sucks?
That's the question.
And who's legit?
Yeah. Name your favorite celebrity right now.
Matt Steffanina.
There you go. If I'm Matt Steffanina, first of all, I wouldn't buy anything that guy does. It's a terrible idea. I can't take a video that I made on Instagram and sell it as an NFT and be like, I want $1,000 for that.
Yeah.
People will be like, why? You're scamming us.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm like, look, this is the video, but this is what I'm building, then they're like, oh, I want to be part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Gary Vee is notorious for his artwork, his collection, which the cheapest one you can get is $40,000, something like that, is cartoon, like squiggles that he drew of a fox, a porcupine, and people were like skeptical, like, Gary,
that's pushing it.
You're cool at,
Yeah.
the doodles are nice, we like them, they have great drawings, but like, is that worth what you're saying it's worth? And it took a long time for myself included, everyone to realize that the value is not in the art, in his case.
Mm-hmm.
It's the value that he's providing after. It's the community that he's giving you access to. It's the events. It's the network.
It's the beginning.
That
was like a representation of the beginning version of all of it, and you can be a part of it. And I think that's a lot of I think that answers a lot of people at home that has like been maybe against getting into NFTs or offended by creators like that might do that, because it's, if you realize that you're actually investing in not just the feeling in the moment, but you're part owner with this person, and now we're in business together, it essentially is like, if you lose, I lose. If obviously I win, we both win, So it's like you're a part of the community.
It's the creator's job, though, to convey that to their audience, right? If a creator comes out and they just say, it's a picture of me, I hope you like it, there's more cool stuff.
Yeah.
Don't buy it. That's a bad project. Like,
yeah.
I don't care if it spins or it's gonna have a 3D version in the metaverse. Like, you can create that in 5 minutes on an app on your phone. You know what I mean? And so it's a big responsibility on our side, on the creator side, to put in the work behind the scenes and not drop these projects. Because if you do drop a project that's just out of the blue and you have a big following, there's a good chance you might make some money in the short term, but you're going to ruin your relationship with your fans in the long term.
Or your business partner, essentially, too, right? So I think it's safe to say that it's like, if you're watching someone you look up to pitch you something, it should be that. Like, they should be auditioning for your investment.
Which is why Bored Apes are blowing up. so much, right? People are like, I don't understand why this monkey picture went for millions of dollars, and it's the access that it gives you. It's also status. People now know that they're worth a lot of money. So if your ape is your Twitter profile picture, people are like, oh, you must be in the community, or you must have a lot of money, right? The same as wearing a nice watch or driving a nice car. It's also when you had an ape, Bored Ape said, hey, anyone that holds a Bored Ape, we're going to give you a free mutant ape. And now mutant apes are worth, I think, 14, 15 Ethereum the last time I checked the floor. So anyone that was holding a Bored Ape now has a free $50,000 NFT. And then they said, hey, we're also going to give you Bored Ape Kennel Club. We're going to give you a dog for free. And the floor price of the dogs is like $15,000. So just by holding it, you know, if you minted this thing 9 months ago for under $1,000, you now have not only your Bored Ape that's worth hundreds of thousands, you also have a mutant ape worth 50,000 in a.
It's just all connected.
It's all connected, and they just continue to reward the people that invested early.
So if you do a screenshot of it and you put it in your profile, you can't just do that, because now it's like that's like a terrible Civic putting on a NOS sticker on their car, but they don't even have gas.
Sticking a BMW logo
yeah,
on
yeah.
the, just taping it on.
Yeah, yeah, just like, and it's like, it doesn't, like, we all know that it's not real.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that solves that then too. Wow, okay, so how many NFTs do you own, and how much in ETH is that worth?
Well, the question of how many do I own is a strange question, because I probably have
or
about...
NFT pieces, how many do you have?
Yeah, I probably have about 700 NFTs.
Let me get one. What the
I'll give you one.
Can you, like, is that, like, I don't have a wallet, but if I get one, is it like a collab, like, hey, have one,
I got you.
Come on, man, I'm on food stamps over here.
I'll send you your first NFT as soon as we're done.
You have 700 NFTs?
But, Dom.
What the I'm trying to get to one.
Here's the thing. So here's what happens. First,
bragging? Okay, sorry about Elon Musk of NFTs. I thought people barely didn't even have 7.
No.
Holy shit.
Alright, so...
I didn't even know there were 700 NFTs in general out already.
Let me explain.
Okay.
2 things that make this not exactly how you're thinking of it, right?
I'm just like, oh my, I'm standing next to gold.
So, one, NFTs it doesn't necessarily mean it's worth anything. Like, I have a lot of things that I either bought for very little or they went to zero. So they're basically worthless. I'm not going to give you one of those. I'm going to give you a better one. But the other thing about this is that once you start to have a bunch of NFTs, and especially once you start posting on Twitter and on Instagram, and this is really important for people to understand, because it's public, people will give me NFTs so that they can say, Matt has one of our NFTs.
Got it.
You know, people aren't necessarily copying what I buy, but you better believe Gary Vee and some of these big whales, people are watching their wallets. Every transaction that comes in, they have alerts. So as soon as Gary Vee gets an NFT in his wallet, people are like, oh, Gary Vee just minted one of these. And they'll go and they'll mint a bunch thinking Gary's going to push it. And then Gary comes on and he's like, hey guys, I know you guys just all bought the old flamingos because you think I'm buying them, but that's not me. They're minting them into my wallet. And it's a way that people are kind of getting scammed into thinking there's these big celebrities that are buying their NFT.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
I heard you say you can give me one. Are you lying?
No, I'm going to give you one. Do you have one yet?
No, I don't. I'm trying to start a wallet now. I need a wallet. I need your NFT. Holy wow. Damn. So, like, do you just chill at home on the toilet like, I own that one. I own that one. Like, it's like... Also, that's a lot of frames in your house. Like, it's just like... I feel like I just walk into your house and it's just... it's just tubes of digital NFTs everywhere.
Here's the problem.
You won't give me more than one? That's the problem. You God.
Before I came here, I didn't even know I was giving you one.
Sorry, go ahead. That number blew me away. I thought you were going to say 20 at the most. 700? Oh my God. I haven't even masturbated that many times. So many, dude. Internet came out in 96. This fool said NFTs. The next day, I'm going to start collecting. Oh my God. I don't know if that's cool if you're just a nerd. That's a lot. of anything. Oh, damn. All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah. I hope there was some value in this video. Dom,
massive value for me.
Always a pleasure, man.
Thank you. Thank you. I got fucking answers and an NFT. Thank you. I'm holding you to that, bitch.
I got you.
You got too many.
Follow us on Twitter, because that's...
I'm starting back up.
Isn't that weird, though?
Yeah.
When's the last time you said follow me on Twitter on a video?
Never. I didn't, nah.
Do you know what your Twitter is?
Yeah, it's D_Trix for now, but it's about to be like .eth, dom, whatever. I'm about to get my now.
You gotta put the .eth after you.
Yeah.
You can't be .eth dom.
Yeah.
Dom.eth.
Yeah, just check the description. It's gonna be updated.
Alright, we'll have it updated. We'll put your new Twitter by the time this goes out. Subscribe to the channel for more fire content like this and to keep updated with what goes on with Dom.
Real quick. 700 mother. Oh my god. Move over, Gary V.